We're going to be performing some activation and integration techniques on the shoulder complex. First, we're going to start with one isolated exercise, and then one positional isometric exercise, and then we're going to do two integrated exercises. So after inhibiting and stretching the overactive muscles, we activate the underactive muscles. So first we're going to be doing the isolated exercise for the shoulder complex. We do this to increase intramuscular coordination of specific muscles. Motor unit activation, synchronization, and firing rate are also all key components of isolated exercise. Some special precautions we take with special populations, neuromuscular disorders, and clients with poor core stabilization strength. Isolated strengthening can be performed 3 to 5 days per week. You should perform 1 to 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps. So the duration should be 2 seconds of isometric hold at the end range and 4 seconds of eccentric. So the exercise we're going to be performing is the prone floor cobra. So I'm going to demonstrate it first, and then I'll get my client to perform it. So for this exercise, you lay face down on the floor with your palms down. You keep your feet on the floor, and you're going to raise your chest, open it up, and put your hands above the ground as well. So I'm going to have my client perform that. So face down, palms down. He's going to retract his scapula. We want to watch and make sure that the toes and knees are staying on the ground, and it's only the upper body. Just relax for a second. So he's going to come up and hold it for 2 seconds, and then slowly go back down for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, we're going to do 1 to 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps. You can also cue your client when he comes up. So come up again, hold it for 2, and then down 2, 3, 4. By placing your hand here, you can feel if the scapula are retracting, and your client can focus on squeezing your hand in between their shoulder blades. This isolated exercise focuses on the rhomboids, the major and minor, as well as the trapezius. Okay, good. So you can stand up. Next is a positional isometric exercise for the shoulder complex. It's a static technique that incorporates isometric contractions performed at the end range of motion of a joint. The purpose is to increase intramuscular coordination, just like the isolated exercise that we performed prior to this. Precautions are the exact same as the isolated. Positional isometrics can be used as needed and include 1 set of 4 repetitions. 4-second isometric hold at 25, 50, 75, and 100% maximal voluntary contraction with 2 seconds of rest between contractions. So for this one, I'm going to have my client lay on the bench.
Face on?
I'm going to demonstrate it first, and then we'll do that. So you're just going to lay face down. You're going to place your right arm hanging over and bring it to 90 degrees. I will place one of my hands on your opposite shoulder and one hand on your elbow. And the first one, you're going to contract at 25% against my resistance, and then bring it down, 50, and then 75, and then 100%. So we're going to perform 4 repetitions, the 4-second isometric hold with 2 seconds of rest in between contractions. So I'm just going to place one of my hands on his opposite shoulder, one hand on his elbow. He's going to come up to 90 here. This one can just relax. And then you're just going to push against me for 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. And then you're going to push with 50%. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. 1, 2. And then at 75%, 1, 2, 3, 4, relax, 1, 2, and then again it's 100%. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. For this exercise, we're focusing on the rhomboids again, as well as the trapezius. Right, you can stand up. The next one is an integrated dynamic movement of the shoulder complex. Multi-joint motions promote and require greater intramuscular coordination. Overhead movements also place increased stress on the core. Some key components to the integrated dynamic movement are low load and controlled movements, and we're going to keep an ideal posture at all times. The precautions are exactly the same as the other two we just performed, and they should be performed 3 to 5 days a week with 1 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. The duration of each repetition is just slow and controlled. So the first exercise we're going to be performing is the lunge to overhead press. So we're going to be using dumbbells. I will demonstrate it and then you will perform it. So you're going to hold the dumbbells in front. You're going to lunge forward, curl, press, back. We're going to keep ideal posture at all times. So we're going to keep a nice straight core. We're going to lunge, nice and controlled. Keep your hands in front of your chest there, like up. Yeah. And then press and bring it up.
Over again?
No, come up. So lunge, press.
Okay. Do it again?
Yeah. We're going to keep the movements nice and controlled. So we're going to go a little bit slower than that on the next one. Keep them nice, controlled, slow movements. We're going to focus on our form.
Okay.
Good. So for the next integrated dynamic movement, we are going to be doing a single leg squat to overhead press. So for this one, we only need 1 dumbbell, so we'll just stick the other one away.
You want to demonstrate first?
Yeah, I'm going to demonstrate it first. So you're just going to place one hand on your hip. You're going to stand on one foot. You're going to and squat down. Bring it up. Curl. Press. So proper posture is key in this one as well. The shoulders should stay depressed. So hold it in front. You're going to squat down. Yeah. Come back up. No, come back up. Now curl. And then press. Nice and slow and controlled.
Again?
Yeah, do it one more time. Good. Slowly. Good.